homesteading to prepping to common horse sense, we are College Hill Farm. Welcome back to College Hill Farm. Well, today we're continuing on with our greenhouse. I left off without finishing that southern wall, so that's what I'm working on right at the minute. And then we'll have to get the east and west walls done. Now, the west wall is pretty much done. I've got to, it's so low to the ground where the window is going to be because the hill went up at an angle. It's so low to the ground that I'm not going to worry about putting this up and down siding on it. I'm going to take and put another board and then another board over that, and it'll be kind of like lap siding. And just leave it at that because I only need 2 boards width and they could just be 6 inches wide. And you'll notice that none of these go to the bottom, go to the ground. The reason being, that's just a place for rot to start. But what I'll do is I'll come back with a piece of plastic and put it all the way around the bottom of this and then cover it with gravel or cover it with dirt even. And what that'll do is it will keep the air from going in and out under the greenhouse and kind of control the air a little better. Like they do with plastic greenhouses. You know, they bring them down on the sides and bring them all the way down and then put dirt on the sides. That's kind of what I'm going to do here. Again, I'm not fast. You might see me laying on the ground in order to get things done because my back won't take it. I dug taters yesterday, and my back is not thankful. So I'm doing best I can this morning, and that's just the way we're working. I need to finish up most of this greenhouse this week. The reason being is I would like to get my tractor shed under roof before winter sets in. Well, this is October the 7th. Is that right? Yeah. October the 7th. And we're going to have a freeze tonight. And that'll take care of the garden pretty much. Now, I won't have any more beans. I've made, I don't know how many quarts of shuck beans, but I've made a lot of shuck beans. So we have shuck beans enough probably for this year and next. I've got a little seed bean experiment coming up that I want to share with you. There are just several things that are going on all at the same time. We've got to harvest turnips, and we've got to harvest rutabagas, and you know, it's just a lot of little things going on at the same time. I've got to get the rest of my potatoes in the bed. Have to harvest my sweet potatoes. I wait till there's a freeze and it kills my sweet potato vines. That's when I harvest sweet potatoes. I don't wait. I don't harvest them earlier. I did do something this morning. I went to the farmer's market. My granddad loved the white sweet potatoes. And he we did not have any. I've only got yellow Beauregards. So I found white sweet potatoes at the farmer's market, and I bought about a peck of them. That will allow me to make my own sets for next spring. So we'll have white and yellow sweet potatoes coming up. What else? I guess that's about it. But I'm just going to continue on working on a greenhouse, and you can come along for the ride. Now the next phase is this side, and as you can see, this side is almost on the ground already. So like I said before, I'm just going to lay a board in there underneath the one that's there, and then stretch down to it to fill that in with the plastic and dirt. Okay, it's time for a little break. I think I'm going to go have some lunch. Well, supper. It's 4 o'clock. I've been at this about a little better than 5 hours today. I had some other things I had to do earlier in the morning. So I'll go get some dinner. Then I'm going to come back out and clean up a little bit. It's not supposed to rain tonight, so I don't know if I'll cover with a tarp or not, but I probably will. The weatherman's not perfect. And it's getting a little windy and the temperature's dropping. Tomorrow I think our high is just going to be 60. So in the morning I'll be out here in a sweatshirt because it's supposed to be 32 or 33 degrees at 7 a.m. So yeah, that's where we're at. And then we'll start on the back wall. We'll do the back wall, the west wall. And I'm hoping to get to the east wall and build where the doorway is supposed to be. If we get to that point, then I'm ready to set the windows, the sliding glass doors that are the windows. And I've devised a way I think I can set them, but I might find it totally don't work. So it'll just have to be, we may have to find an alternative way to set them in here. But, you know, that wouldn't be the first time that I've had to find an alternative way to do something. So, I'll see you in the morning. Okay, that pretty much does it for the west wall. It's ugly. I've cut it, it's ready to be trimmed out. I'll do a little trim on it later. But what this wall is going to be, it's so close to the ground that bottom board was not really in good shape. It was pretty punky. But I know that it's going to rot out. It's going to rot out regardless what board I put there. So what I'll do is on that top board I'll put a piece of plastic and let that plastic drape over the bottom board so that it completely goes to the ground. Then I'll fill with dirt to that board. And what that'll do, it'll allow me to have that air sealed, and then I may have to replace that board in years to come, but I've got a sneaking feeling it'll last me 8 or 9 years. With the plastic over it, and it can breathe on the back side, I think it'll last me a long time. So I think that's where I'm going to end the video for this one. Now, if you like this stuff, this homesteading, do-it-yourself kind of thing, be certain to come on out to the channel and subscribe. We do this homesteading stuff all the time. We upload on Sundays, and if you hit the little bell when you come to the channel, it'll notify you when we upload a video. So, with that being said, time for me to get on to the next thing.